Hello students, welcome to the lesson 2 of electricity and our integrated science. In lesson 1 we looked at what electricity is and the sources of electricity. Today we are going to look at the importance of electricity. So first of all, we can say that electricity Okay, so first of all, we can see that electricity serves as a source of what? Entertainment. Why? Because in this modern day, okay, all the devices for entertainment are designed on the basis of electricity. We can talk of television sets, radio sets, which all uses electricity to operate. Meaning that without electricity, they are what? They are useless. So electricity here serves as a source of what? Entertainment. Secondly, we can say that electricity Okay. Secondly, we can say that electricity creates employment opportunities for people. Why? Because we said that the devices for entertainment are designed on a basis of what? Electricity. Now think of the people who design them. Okay, they what? Those who design or manufacture computers, those who manufacture television sets, radio sets. Okay, that's their job. Or better still, we can talk of the agencies responsible for power distribution. In Ghana here, we have the VRA, known as the Water River Authority, and ECG, the Electricity Company of Ghana. Look at the number of people that they employ in this country. Okay, and it's because of what? Electricity. So it serves as what? Or it creates employment what? For people. Okay, the next point, you can say that electricity Okay, electricity generates income for the government, and yes, it is true. Now, when ECG distributes power to you, what do you do in return? You also have to pay bills, and the bills it get to what? The government to also use in other what? Sectors to improve upon those sectors. So it helps the government to what? Generate income. Okay, yes, to develop the country. So that is electricity. Next one, we can say that electricity also generates now those who work in ECG, okay, or those who work at ECG or VR, the Water River Authority, or ECG, they get what? Paid. Okay, so as they get paid, they also get income to make their living what? Comfortable. So you can also say that electricity generates income for what? For people to also use as their living, for their living. Next one, electricity has improved upon our transportation sectors. Our transportation sector. Okay, electricity has what? Improved upon our transportation sector. Now today in this modern world, we have what? Airlines. Also we can talk of airplanes too. We can talk of even the taxis that we see around. They uses what? Battery, what we call the lead acid accumulator to operate. So before they can even function well and take us or carry us from one place to another, especially in the night where the driver will need night for clear vision. Okay, it is what? The function of the battery in the car, the lead acid accumulator, which will what provide the source of power for the light, the car to what to provide light, for the driver to have a clear vision. Okay, so this and many more are the importance of what electricity. But one thing that you should note is that the importance of electricity are based on some qualities that electricity do possess. So let's look at those qualities. Okay, qualities of what electricity. In lesson 1 you saw that electricity is also called what electrical energy. Okay, and we said energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another form. And electricity here as a form of what energy is a very convenient form of what energy. Why are we saying that? Because electricity here is easily transformed from one form to another form. Okay, because in our homes when we want light, which is also a form of energy, by the help of electricity, when you just switch on the light, you see that the current will just what start flowing for us to get electricity. And when it gets to the bulb, it will what light to give us a form of light energy. We have heaters which also changes electrical energy to what to heat energy. We have television sets which can change electricity to heat energy, light energy, and also what sound energy. So the first quality that we can talk of is that electricity is very convenient. Okay, now the next point is that electricity is very what cheap, and it's true, because let's say in your house you want to change, you want heat. Okay, you want to just heat up water for, let's say, your tea or whatever. Now think of in a month, within a month, always buying charcoal and heating your water on the lighted what charcoal, on the burning charcoal. You see, within that month what will cost you, but using a heater to always heat your water will you pay less as compared to using charcoal to heat your water. So you see that electricity is why it is cheap. Okay, so the lighter will just change the electricity, which is very convenient to the heat energy that you want, and that will cost you less as compared to using other forms to get your hot water. Okay, so you can see that it's very cheap. It's very cheap. The third point, okay, the third point is that electricity here is very flexible. And what is this flexibility? Now it is flexible because we can just conduct the electricity from one point to another point using what we call the conductors. And we got to know that conductors, we have what we call copper wires and also metals, which are good conductors. So the flexibility here is the ability for electricity to be conducted from one point in a conductor to another point. Okay, now let's look at the fourth point. Okay, the fourth point says electricity is easy to control. In our homes, if you want to turn on your light, you just press on your switch, then the bulb is on or your light is on. Okay, if you want to put it off, you just switch it off and the bulb goes off. So this tells us that electricity is very easy to control by using circuit breakers or switches to regulate the flow of charges, which gives us the electricity. So electricity is very easy to control. The last point that we are going to talk of is its high transmission. Electricity Okay, the last point is electricity is very high in transmission. It is very high in transmission, and it is true, because look at where in Ghana our main consumption of electricity comes from. It comes from the Akosombo Dam, okay, which is situated far away from our destination. Okay, so because of the high transmission of electricity, we can transmit it from the source to where we are, and that is what's possible. Okay, so we can use this electricity because of what? Its high transmission. And because of these qualities, it is possible for us to use electricity in our various homes by using what we call connections. Okay, by using what we call connection in our homes, we can use electric fans, we can use bulbs, we can use television sets, we can use a whole lot of our devices, because they are said to be connected to each other, and that gives what we call a circuit, electrical circuit. So let's look at what electrical circuit is. Now when we talk of electrical circuit is a closed loop, okay, through which electric current flows, or through which electricity what flows. A closed loop through which electricity what flows is what we call electrical circuit. So through that what path, or that pathway, the closed loop, that's why we can light our bulbs, because they are connected to each other in a circuit. So the moment we switch on the bulb, it's light, because electricity is easy to control here. Okay, so electrical circuit is a closed loop or pathway through which electricity flows or electric current moves. Okay, now before the electric current flows to, we have some conditions that must be taken for the electricity to flow. First of all, you will need a source of electricity, which okay, so the conditions for the flow of electric current or electricity. One, we can talk of the source of what electricity, which in our studies basically we are going to use what we call cell for the purpose of our studies, which changes chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, now the second thing that we are going to talk of is the presence Now, when the cell provides us with electricity, there must be something through which the charges will flow, and that is by the help of the conducting material. For example, we have copper wire. So they will serve as the path through which the charges will flow from one point to another point. Now the third point is that there must be okay, so we said first there must be a source of electricity. Second one, a conducting material for the charges to flow. Now the third point here is that the circuit must be closed, so that the charges can flow through the circuit to and fro. They can move about in the conducting material. The last point is that there must be Okay. The last point is that there must be a potential difference set across the terminals of what of the conductor. Okay, and in our next lesson we will look at what potential difference is and the relationship between the potential difference and also the electric current, and that will give us the Ohm's law. Thank you for watching.